So have you heard the story of the tortoise and the hare? Just lately it kind of feels like it's the tortoise in charge of progress on Fairview. There's not much going on. Hi everybody, and welcome back to a rather quiet Fairview. For all kinds of reasons I've not really been able to do all that much of late. But the story of the tortoise and the hare reassures me a little bit because, of course, in that story, famously, in the end, it's the tortoise that wins the race. It's not as if I have done nothing at all. I've managed to get on with a few little weathering projects on my workbench, for which read the dining room table, both some buildings and some road vehicles, and also just kind of trying to keep up at least a decent output of weathering and detailing some of my various cars, some gondolas and things like that. And to be fair, it's not as if I've done nothing on the layout. Slowly but surely I've finished off track work around the Morgan pulp mill. Got a couple of receiving tracks for logs and for sawdust. And I have just occasionally, some of these are existing bits of buildings, but I have occasionally managed to get a half an hour or so in just working on the Walthers pulp mill kit there, which is going to be kit bashed a little bit more yet to make a half relief building for loads out. And then perhaps just as importantly, occasionally I have come down to the hobby room and just spent some time trying out sort of layouts where buildings might go, pushing a couple of cars around just to see if it's going to work in the end. And there really isn't much else to share with you this month, I'm afraid. I'm sorry about that. It kind of feels like my videos have been a bit lame of late. The high spot perhaps was the operations session. But that's a combination of time available for model making. I'm sure many of you will be able to empathise with having quite frustrating spells where you can't do all that much. But actually it's also been because not so much that my motivation has gone down, but because I hope that by the time we get to April and Easter time, I'm really hoping I'll be able to share with you some exciting news about a new home for Fairview. I'll kind of leave that statement hanging as a bit of a teaser, and we'll hope that, as I say, fairly soon, when I've had some quotes and things, I'll be able to share that news with you. But for now, at least, that's all I've got to show you, I'm afraid. I hope at least if you know, you're somebody who, like me, occasionally has spells where you don't really get to do very much, that you're, you know, we can sort of share our pain, as it were. There are times as well when suddenly lots of progress is made, but also I hope that just the news of some possible big developments coming up in the next month or two, I hope that's kind of enough to keep you interested for a bit longer. So I'm going to wrap up there for this month. Hope you're keeping well and enjoying your own model making. And I really hope that you'll join me again in my next update when, all things being well, I'll have this big news announcement to share with you. So take care for now. Thanks for watching and see you again soon. Bye for now.